So for the past probably a few weeks, there has been one thing pretty much always in our comment sections of our videos. This one thing right here. And shout out to you guys in the community who's actually found this.
Yeah, so evidently there are several of these around the map. I've seen screenshots of ones that I don't think were this one. This is the only one I've seen. We're here right near the starting lodge in central Savannah. And obviously, springbuck carcass on top of a rock.
This can only mean one thing, and I'm pretty sure this is an indicator that we're gonna get probably some kind of predator.
Well, unless, herbivores are doing this. I would say so.
Could you not step on it? It just seemed very morbid.
Sorry.
But with this being on top of a rock, this pretty much leaves us to think that it can only be one single animal, if it has to be something that is connected to the savannah. And what is that?
Pretty much everyone's opinion seems to be it's going to be leopards. For an animal to drag their kill up high like this, they are one of the few that do that.
Very true. And with the introduction of Parque Fernando, we have actually got a big cat already in the game. We've got the puma, so we already have the model for what could be a leopard, somewhat in the game. So everything right now points towards this maybe introducing a new animal for the Bahanga Savannah. What do we know about leopards? If it's gonna be anything like in real life, it seems to be a little bit smaller than the puma, at least what we know. One thing that I really hope is gonna be a thing if we're gonna have leopards here on Bahanga, I want them in the trees. I don't believe they're gonna make it happen, but that would just make it so much cooler. But do you think we're gonna have animal interaction and that kind of stuff here as we do on Parquet?
It wouldn't surprise me too much because I feel like the way that they've done it with the other animals, it actually shouldn't be that difficult to transfer over here to Verhunga, but I somewhat hope not. Those pumas really just destroy all kinds of fun times over there in Parque Fernando, so I'd somewhat prefer if the leopards kind of just stick to themselves and maybe have the carcasses like we've just seen, maybe as similar to bait stations from Classic, or I guess a feed zone even from Call of the Wild.
I would imagine that probably not going to see them chasing around the wildebeest. I don't think I've ever heard about a leopard going for a Cape buffalo either. So it pretty much only leaves maybe the kudu, but even the lesser kudu seems to be pretty big for a leopard to go for, in my opinion, at least if it's going to be dragging it along. But the springbuck could definitely be an option if there were to be any kind of animal interaction, and the rabbits. I don't know if they would go for the jackal if they got the chance, but that is pretty much just the three small animals I could see them actually having an interaction with. I don't hope they're going to be spooking the Cape buffalo.
So from that information, being that they are predators, we can pretty much be assured they are going to be level 9s, as all other predators in the game are, and also we should likely be looking at a 270 as the biggest gun for them, being that they are smaller than pumas. Pumas already are the smallest animal you can actually take with the 7mm for full integrity. I don't see them actually making that smaller down to the size of the leopards, because if they are maxing at 90, again, that's what we've looked up, they could decide to make them a bit bigger, but that would actually have them being smaller than whitetail, where the 7mm is not giving integrity.
But that is actually a thing that I'm not quite sure about, because that would mean we have 3 animals on Bahanga Savannah where the 270 is ethical to use. And I think that might actually be a bit too much, but this is all just guesses. We don't even know if that's going to happen. We're just having an assumption that the springbuck means a new animal. I can't see what anything else it should indicate. Maybe you got an idea? I can't come up with anything.
There have been suggestions that hyenas would be it, but as far as I know, hyenas tend to actually be animals that will sneak in and actually try to steal some meat from another animal's kill, and they really shouldn't be dragging things around. I suppose it's possible, but to drag it on top of a rock like that, that does not really make much sense. I hit a tree. You jeez. I got him.
You're good, man?
Don't worry, I got it.
Poor rabbit. Just got yeeted up. But with this information, if you didn't know about it, I mean, we've known about it for a while, we just haven't got around to actually do a video on it yet. Here it is. Leave in the comments what you think the springbok is going to mean. There is another clue, and it should be the same thing, just in a different location. But leave in the comments what you think is going to happen. Is it going to be leopards, or is it going to be something completely different?